So Millsy, where are we going today in your M3?
In my M3 we're going to a top secret location.
Going to give me any sort of clues, or are you just going to murder me when we get there?
Well, I might murder you a little bit, but not too much, because we've got to meet someone.
Ooh.
Someone who, as you recall, when I found you,
Yeah.
I think you mentioned him by name, Andy Barnes.
Ah, one of our old Max Power mates indeed.
Exactly. So
he was a bit of a legend, wasn't he?
he was a bit of a legend.
Also looks a bit like Jesus.
Very much like Jesus.
But he's not Jesus.
Well, who knows?
So we find out.
But yeah, basically, there had been this rumour that he's just really into scooters and stuff now. So
All those little things that you push along?
they go, yeah,
Dear.
the ones that can really get in the way on the motorway and stuff. So we're basically going to go find him.
Maybe help him a little bit. It sounds like he needs our help.
But you know, we'll find out if this is actually true, and then
Yeah.
you know, if it is true,
It
then
might just be a vicious rumour and he's actually still a Max Power god.
Take the exit onto A249 towards Sheerness.
oh,
Oh,
is that where we're going?
let's
Right.
give him the game away a bit.
Okay.
Well, he used to have like Skylines, had the R34, the R33. He's had more
350Z.
350Z. He's had more
Did that
mental
Spoon
jap cars
Civic.
and Spoon Civic. That was cool.
And an
Drove that.
Evo as well. His brother Rob had an
Yeah, Rob had an Evo. I mean, them boys, if it's Japanese and turbo, they built it.
Yeah, but now apparently if it's Italian and slow and falls apart and makes silly noises like
Like a Vespa.
very, yeah. I've heard Vespas are pretty good though.
Yeah, I think he's got a load of Vespas.
Yeah.
Vespas are awesome.
Anyway.
Chicks love a Vespa.
Let's go and see him.
Yeah, let's go and see him.
And,
Sort the old boy out.
have a serious word in his
Yeah,
shoulder.
fucking big time.
Nice bridge as well, this
Yeah.
one. Nice jacket, by the way.
Thanks very much. Takata. Andy Barnes!
Hello.
What are you doing here?
We just popped in, mate. The door was open.
Yeah, because people just pop in, don't they,
Yeah.
in my office.
We were just
Filming
pop-
me as well.
We were just passing the island.
Yeah, I'm sure, yeah, because people do that, yeah.
It's
So
a
there's
holiday.
like one way on, one way off.
Yeah, we got lost.
Got
Yeah.
lost.
Anyway, lovely to
What's
see
this, a
you.
reunion, is it?
Yeah, looking for legends, mate.
Yeah, I'm sure, yeah.
Do you know
Yeah,
any?
cheers, yeah. I'll have a look at the building, see if there's any in here.
Excellent.
And
But
yes, what do you want?
well,
Why are you in my office?
why are we here?
Well, no,
Yeah.
we are looking for legends, Andy
Oh, yeah.
Barnes. Old Max Power legends, and you are one.
Is that
And
right?
tonight, this is your Max Power
Yeah,
Live!
right. Is that after coating me off on your last video? What happened there? What was that all about?
Yeah, someone else edited that.
Yeah,
so
oh,
I
right,
can't,
yeah.
can't
Like,
remember.
almost like has-been material, wasn't it? Something about the legends have fallen or something. The mighty have
The
fallen.
mighty has
wasn't it?
fallen. There
Yeah.
has been some scootering.
Just because you're really informed doesn't mean everybody else is. You know what I mean?
On the plus side,
Yeah.
that is,
What the plus
that is
side?
someone that watched it, so result.
Yeah.
But
What's
that is a scooter, isn't it?
That is a scooter.
It's
I mean,
not just a scooter, it's a very rare scooter.
Very rare scooter.
Actually, you can see it on the wall. See this museum. Look, this poster. You know, right in the middle. Look, just there, look. It's just this.
we're more
Okay,
into that
right.
sort of thing,
Yeah,
aren't we?
yeah.
That's kind of why
What,
we...
red line?
Well,
Yeah.
well, copies of Max Power on the desk.
Oh,
This is decent. This is what it's all about.
yeah.
Yeah.
I recognise that bloke.
Yeah, that's me, pretending to
Oh, was
drive.
that you, is it? Oh.
That is me, yeah.
Did you have more hair then?
About the same.
Oh, was it?
Not very much.
Oh,
Just
Yeah.
it's grey.
Keep it
Yeah.
short and nice.
Yeah.
The mighty R34 GTR.
Yeah.
Probably one of the most famous cars.
The?
Well,
It's
you
the
did a
most
few.
famous.
I mean, in your
Yeah,
stable, you did a lot,
yeah,
didn't you? So.
Yeah, that's true. True story, yeah. That's a Greek version of that. I found that the other day. Actually, I was inspired. You know when you did a video of me?
Yeah.
Calling me a has-been? I
No.
thought I have to remember who these people are, so I dug it out and had a look.
Yeah, this was an amazing car, this
yeah,
was.
Yeah, yeah.
Proper
yeah,
track
it's
car.
reminder.
wasn't it?
The cover of Max Power.
Yeah.
It said 1,000 horsepower on that cover. I don't think it was quite that, was it?
Bummer though, innit? Things have moved on since then. It's a bit of a shame, really.
Yeah. Moved on to two wheels.
Oh, I have, yeah. I mean, I was talking about the rest of the world.
It's still amazing, mate. It's still amazing.
Yeah. You can't come into my office and talk about scooters and like diss them.
No, we're not.
It's
We
like,
love scooters.
you know,
Come on. We know that's your passion.
The hardcore person who would come to a Sumo years ago would have seen
Would
that
have
race
known.
there.
Yeah, I know you
Just
love
there,
your
there weren't that
scooters.
many people asked about them.
No, they're wicked. They're fun. They're not fun. You've got fast ones as well. They're all buoyed up, haven't they?
Yeah, that's the main thing.
Yeah, a lot of
Why
tips.
does it keep pointing that camera at me?
We keep pointing. Right, we keep
Come on, answer
pointing
my
at
question. What is it you want? What are you doing?
We want to ask you some questions because
Yeah.
basically, I think people that love Max Power will know you, and maybe there are some unanswered questions from your time back in the scene. So Dan, get the questions.
Get the questions. I'll get the questions.
Oh, fuck's sake! Did you leave him in the car?
It's alright, mate. I'm not good. I'm
It's working with amateurs.
Oh, he's on his BMX. He's just going to go and get it. Still got a pedal back, yeah?
Brompton. Jeez.
I've got it on my phone. Right, I'm scrolling through. I can't find the questions. Oh, here we go.
Even though it's just completely unstaged.
This is
you can't
unstaged.
find the question.
But we thought, what would we ask Andy if we were going to break into his office and say hello to him?
Go on then.
It's the sort of fun we have. We kind of sit there and just wonder these
Is
things.
this what you've been doing all this time?
Yeah.
Since
Yeah.
Max Power
Proper stuff.
Like 9
High
10
production.
years or whatever
Yeah.
it is. Yeah.
We got it this far, which ain't very
Yeah.
far. So tell us, please, your favourite memory of Max Power.
My favourite memory. Max
Yeah,
Power.
that has got me in it, hopefully.
Actually, yeah, I suppose it has. Yeah, the pair of you idiots in it, I suppose. Yeah. Well, actually, we were doing all this stuff, which was just my hobby at the time,
Yeah.
and then putting my 34 on the cover of Max Power, that transformed our business. That did.
Yeah.
Always had loads of respect for that, and
Yeah.
bizarrely, you'd never realise that you two idiots. Because that just transformed what we were doing. And I guess it made it more mainstream, I suppose.
Yeah.
Because at the time, obviously, the magazine was huge, and that's before the rise of the internet and all that.
Yeah.
And that was it. That was everything. So I was never a big fan of all of the CGI that was put on there. I did used to do that, but
Well, we had to shoot it in your workshop, didn't we? Because I think you were busy or something like that. So we had to shoot in the workshop, so we made it look like the car was moving.
well, I suppose I never would have trusted you to actually drive it.
No, exactly. Yeah. It had like a pucker gearbox, I wouldn't know how to work it. Or
Actually,
anything like
you say that about my most memorable moment, apart from the fact of being on the cover. It was actually you whoever it was, who was taking the pictures? Who did that photo?
Fly,
shoot?
probably, I think.
It was Fly.
that. Yeah,
actually.
that's fine.
And he's like, right, okay, Dan, and he said he went. I remember standing thinking like,
Did he do special photo faces?
Yeah, like- you can see me, look.
it's in the magnet.
I'm doing blue
It was
still.
like this tough, yeah.
Have you still got
Yeah.
that? Can you still do
I
that?
do.
Oh, very nice.
Yeah.
It's a little bit camper these days.
Yeah, everything's a bit camper with me
It's
these
his
days.
lifestyle choices he's made.
Oh, when he puckers up like that,
Yeah.
it kind of looks like an old man. doesn't it?
Oh, anyway, what else
There's
was
a lot of
last
puckering
week?
up going on.
Yeah.
What is the fastest you've driven on public roads?
Or being a passenger. If, like,
What, the ones in the public roads in Germany, you mean?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, 200, what was it now, 215 I think it was. Yeah, and that was in that car actually. That was geared for 229. I never did get it, just run out of road actually.
Yeah.
Back then. But yeah, that was fast. But interestingly, I mean, like most fast cars, the faster you go, the more stable it got. It felt much more comfortable driving it. Anything over 150, which I did quite often, it felt really, really good in that car.
But proper donut body kit.
Everything about that car was proper.
It was proper, wasn't it?
I think at the time that it did what it did because obviously it was pure and that's what the car I wanted to own. I didn't do it to sell parts or anything. But the fact that it could enter a show and shine competition and win it.
Yeah.
And beat everyone on the track, and I think that's what people found interesting. Certainly, that's why I did it, but for my own personal gain. But I think that's what captured people's imaginations, especially like that rocker colour, with the girl on it and stuff.
The main girl on the cover, yeah.
Because you look at it, and you think, it's just a paperweight, an ornament, but obviously then he went out and just annihilated everyone with it as well.
Yeah, very much so.
And all the people that was giving Charlie Big Potatoes at the time, all the Abbeys and all them people, I can do this, I can do that. Yeah, go on, we'll show us.
Yeah.
And one by one, we did them all.
Yeah. It was always on the drag strip, wasn't it?
Yeah, you just shut them up, and it was kind of, And I only did it really in that case just because they made so much noise about it. I was like, well, all right, that's some of that.
Yeah. Let's have it. Yeah. All right. What's the best car you've ever owned? Is it that 34 or?
Best car I've ever owned. The nicest car I've ever owned is a JZ8 Supra Auto.
Yeah.
Beautiful car. Always regret selling that car. That's tricky, really. I mean, all of the ones I've had, I've always had some kind of interest in it. But the new 35's nice.
Mm-hmm.
I like that. I bought one of those new when they first come out. But that sort of wore thin a little bit because they're so fast, and anyone can drive one of them fast. Something like these old GTRs, you really don't know what you're doing to drive one of them fast.
Yeah.
I suppose Supra and in a 35 maybe.
Yeah.
Super, good choice.
Yeah, man.
Beautiful
cars.
cars.
Yeah, I loved it.
Even now, actually, they're just rocket ships. Beautiful.
Yeah. So would it be Toyota or Nissan for you then?
No, that's a bit tricky. That is. Didn't realise you could ask me that.
Yeah. Well, I've done some proper work on these questions.
Well,
my mum helped me with these.
Yeah, exactly. Only because obviously when you talk about cars, then it's got to be Nissan, of course, because I'm a GTR nutcase. But and then saying that, I've always had Land Cruisers.
Yeah.
If you, by far the best 4x4 in the world. Even now, you see one probably as you pulled up.
Yep.
So Yeah, I mean, whenever you see me going to the track or whatever else, it'd always be a Land Cruiser pulling the GTR, and even now it still is. So even now I still rock it like a '98 Land Cruiser. Basically, you see these people with Range Rovers, it's ill-educated people. You know? Yeah. Anyone with a Land Cruiser, that's where it's at.
Yeah, absolutely.
So yeah, anyway, yeah.
Bit of both then.
Bit of both.
Bit of both.
That's what we're saying, yeah.
Toyota for hauling this and for hauling ass.
Pink and brown's what we're
There
saying.
you We don't ask that question anymore.
Are you not allowed?
Yeah, it's
Either that or you've preempted like
that's
a
the
later
last
question, but never mind.
Well, I never did paint it brown, but I did have a pink one.
Yeah, you did.
We've got you down for a brown all day long anyway. But so, modified car scene in 3 words these days. How are you finding it these days?
Really not interested.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, I'm not inspired by it all really. Not that I should be, I don't suppose, but...
Well, you've done it all maybe, but...
No, I don't view it like that, but I still, I still love cars, I still certainly love GTRs, but yeah, I don't know really. Certainly things moved on since we stopped with Sumo. Even though Sumo's still going, obviously it's not quite the same as it was, because, what we were doing at the time was very pure, but... these days with the whole arrival of the kind of Audi scene, I suppose, where you can just go and buy a car and chuck a map in it and have another 200 horsepower and suddenly everyone's a hero. Yeah. Obviously back then when we were doing what we were doing, it was pretty groundbreaking. Well, I've certainly felt that way. Yeah. But these days I think anyone, these Audis and stuff you can buy, it's just so powerful. Yeah, exactly. And a standard 34, I've still got one, it's just like, whatever. Yeah. 380 horsepower, it's nothing. Exactly. That's the point. Other people's lives. So anyway, so that whole body kit stanced out, put some wheels on it, paint it, and suddenly you're a hero. Yeah. I don't get it. It's obviously, each their own way, but I don't understand it. I don't want to have any part of it either.
So what country do you reckon modifies well these days? You got a country that think does it best?
I still think Japan. Yeah. I still think Japan. I think even though there's other people having a go at it, and certainly when the new arrival of the new GTR came along, it was a global car, so everybody, certainly the Americans, were trying to get involved in that action, and they did. And I guess the new Supra is going to be the same.
Mm-hmm. What do you think of the new Supra?
It's German, isn't it? I know it is German, but have you ever opened the door on one? No. Opened the door on one, it smells like a Mercedes or a BMW, generally. Yeah, that's what people are saying. Anything JDM, you open it up, it's like, alright, you can smell the mild 7s, even though there's never been any in there. But, I don't know, I looked at one, there was one at Time Attack actually, and there was a yellow one in the paddock and I had a look at it, and I stood there generally for probably a good 10 minutes trying to think of something good and interesting that was worth looking at, or trying to inspire myself to think, I can't get one in, but I couldn't, to be honest. It might have just been because it was yellow, and of course the only car that you should ever have is yellow is a M3. Right. Evo, that's the only other car in history that you should have is yellow one, you know what I mean? It's the only car that ever carried yellow off, the canary yellow colour. Yeah, yellow ain't good. But anyways, it's it is what it is. But Japan. Japan, all right.
If you were going to do another car, if it wasn't a scooter, if you were going to go mad on a car, what would you? Anything out there that tickles your fancy?
Again, that's another tricky one, really. I mean, the R35s have been done to death. You can pretty much do whatever you want one of them. So that'd be a bit of a boring answer, really.
You could do a 32. You've not done an R32. Big style, have you?
No, but I'm not really into 32s. I don't like them. Everyone craves about them, but that's why I sold you one. I just don't like them. 33s. Probably I've got a sweet spot to have another 33. To be honest, I've still got 34, but 33 I could probably go for another one of them and put a few bits on it.
Not Golf Clipper or something like that.
What?
You wouldn't fancy doing it?
You fancy a Golf Clipper?
It just have to be a special one.
I've got a very special Golf Clipper.
I'm more into Hondas myself.
Well, funny you should say that. Yeah, it might be able to help you out there. Yeah. But no, I don't know. So maybe probably something Skyline related, I should imagine. Yeah. But as I say, these days I find it hard to be inspired by what's going on. I'm moving more towards, like most people are, really, sort of OEM standard thing. Of having a standard car with all the right bits on it. But I still love to go fast, I suppose. But I don't know. Nice.
So, quick fire questions. Burnout or donut? I'm not talking about the one you dip in your tea. Yeah. Both you do in your car.
It's got a big burnout.
Yeah, big smoky rolling burnout. Yeah, really offensive one. Yeah. Static shirt.
Only on the basis that any wally can do a donut. Yeah. You know what I mean? But burnout, to do a proper one. Yeah.
I remember seeing.
Have a look on YouTube and put
I remember seeing your R34 outside Ace Cafe.
Yeah. And also a pod, the pink GTR. Doing burnouts way past the line. Yeah. The whiteout, that's called. I don't know if you know that.
I've been to Santa Pod.
There you go.
Yeah, I've been there.
Anyway, YouTube's your friend for that. But anyway, any idiot can do a donut.
Alright, big smoky burnout then. Yeah. Static show or max power style cruise, at night, big bass, cheeky birds, me and Millsy.
What are you talking about now or 20 years ago?
Now, because we're going there in a minute.
Yeah, I suppose you and Millsy sounds appealing, but the rest of it,
Yes.
I don't know. Being a family man and all that now.
Yeah, good boy. Yeah.
But yeah, I don't think I wasn't even part of that scene before.
No, you
I don't
weren't.
even know anyone that was, to be fair. Only you two.
Yeah, there's only us. Shivering in the
I
carpet.
don't know, there are a few down on the Isle of Sheffield.
Yeah,
weren't there?
there probably was, I suppose
Yeah.
so, but I don't know. Yeah, no, I've spent an infinite amount of time at racetrack, but that's about it.
Yeah, smell of race fuel.
Yeah.
Have you got one piece of advice to maxers out there?
To maxers.
Yeah, guys that love their cars and want to be cool and enjoy
Well,
life.
that's a lot of questions there.
Or
Isn't
just
it?
have fun.
I don't
Just
think.
have fun.
Yeah, I think the most pure thing that you can do, anything, whether it's cars or not, is do what you want to do. And certainly when I was doing this back in the day, I wasn't. Well, all right, it ended up being on the cover of Max Power and stuff, like all of our cars did. But I didn't do that for anybody else. I did it because that's what I wanted, not because if I do it this way, someone's going to think that's cool.
Yeah.
But that's such a fake way of doing it. And you can see lots of cars, people trying to fit into a scene without any originality.
Yeah.
That is the best way. I always felt
Yeah.
quite sad when people phone up and say, I'm building a car, how do I get it on the cover? And you'd be like,
Yeah.
just build the car you want to build, and if we like it, we'll put it on the
Yeah,
cover.
yeah,
But
yeah.
like, if we don't like it, then you haven't wasted your time.
You know, I always say to people, it's like, well, the people that ask me, as if I'm saying it every day, I didn't say that, didn't it? But when, it's like you're like bands, right? Like music bands. Normally you find the best albums they ever did was the first one.
Oh yeah.
Because that was when they were undiscovered, and that's when it was like the purest. That was really what they wanted to say, what they wanted to do. And I don't think any of this is any different in that before you do have some of that kind of little bit of fame or whatever else is because people like the style of your car or bike or whatever you're doing. It's actually the reason of doing it in the first place, and that pure kind of, that's what I really want. And if someone else digs that, then that's cool, isn't it? But
Yeah.
trying to do a car just to fit in with a scene, or I see it so much with that kind of European VAG type scene, it's just like,
Yeah, they're trying to build the perfect car for the scene, aren't they?
yeah, I think so. Just, for whatever the biggest, Instagram likes and follows are. I don't know. But anyway, maybe that's not the right. Maybe that's not right. Maybe that's not true. But my interpretation is what it looks like.
It's your car. You do what you like.
Yeah, and you should just do it how you want it. And if
Yeah.
someone likes it, great. If they don't, well, whatever.
Yeah, you poke it.
Quick question, long answer.
Yeah.
I like it.
Quick fire questions.
You come into my office asking me questions.
Favourite food?
KFC all day long.
Oh, finger licking, baby.
Always.
What do you go for? The burgers or the wings?
All of it.
Bit of
All of
everything.
it.
Yeah. Family bucket.
Who don't? Yeah.
Favourite beer? You're not a hipster.
Brewdog.
Brewdog. Oh, a little bit hipster.
Oh.
I was a hipster, but yeah.
No,
Brewdog,
it's nice
all
beer.
day long. Nice beer. It's awesome beer.
It's awesome beer. You put it on Facebook all the
Definitely
time.
not lager. Is what we're saying.
Okay.
Definitely not Foster's.
Not
No.
Kirin.
No.
Hey, what about
Or
nice
Kirin.
beer?
Ah, a little Kirin Ichiban, yeah,
Ichiban,
we'll go for that.
very
Yeah,
nice. Very
there's
nice.
time and a place for that kind of stuff.
Yeah, in Japan,
Yeah.
in a joint. And last one, classic, pink or brown? Just your favourite colour.
So anyway, it's nice to see you again.
Yes.
So
That's right, obviously.
family man these days.
Of course.
A lot of people look up to me.
They do, mate, actually, they do.
I think
All
it's
joking
time
aside,
for time you to leave.
you're a legend. And we're only tracking down legends, so you're the first one after John Swooper, and it was the editor of the
God.
magazine.
Wow.
So you are a
How
legend.
lucky am
And we
I?
do love you, and we do respect you. And you know we do.
Yeah. So there's a question for everybody else then.
So,
Oh no, he's turned the tables on us, Millsy.
Right.
He's turned the
I
tables
don't
on us.
like this. I focused in
Yeah.
right on.
Ooh.
So, well, careful, I've got spots and stuff.
No, you haven't.
So what are we thinking about this return of Dan and Millsy?
Yeah, he's
Right,
great.
are people remembering this
Boo.
with fondness?
Yes.
Or with just really, are they just trying to get
Oh.
that thing going again? We've all moved on,
Oh.
Well.
we've all got families,
I
and
hadn't thought
you
about
know,
this.
is
That's
Dan
a
still
tough
hanging around
question,
with
isn't it?
18-year-old birds? Who
Yeah,
knows? But I
yes,
guess
it
you're
is.
probably going to find out in the next video. I should imagine.
Should we just cut that? No, I think that we're getting
It's true, listen, it's too close to home. You see.
we're getting some great feedback from the guys out there, aren't we, Millsy?
Sort of.
Yeah.
I've got a lot of clickbait farms.
Yeah, this is what I'm saying. What's legit? Because if people want to have that kind of return of Max Power, I think it'd be awesome thing, to be honest.
Yeah, you'll be on it. If you'll be on it, then we're laughing.
Yeah, especially if you're going to put it back in print, baby.
Yeah, baby.
You
Yeah,
know,
we
live
got
in the
paper.
past as much as you want.
Yeah, we got.
No, I do. I think there's a lot of people out there that find it very interesting, and hopefully whatever these videos are supposed to try to achieve what you're doing, apart from slating me off, It's a good thing, isn't it?
We hadn't thought
Because,
past the slating
Yeah.
Andy off.
We
No,
just
that's
see a
right.
few
No,
videos,
I'm
yeah.
not a means to an end, don't I? That's the trouble.
We've got this website called slatingandybarnes.com.
Yeah, there you go.
Which
Yeah.
we're just filling that with.
No, I think like in the world where everyone's like so superficial and everything's just so like that was yesterday and this is today. You know, it's kind of social thing and all that. I think the future is in proper, tangible, kind of interesting ways of messing with your car or your bike or obviously your Lambretta, which is cool.
Yeah.
But I think there is still a place for it. But it's interesting because I think that I know more recently we started doing some stuff at work where instead of emailing people, we're putting stuff in the post again. Yeah. We're getting stuff printed and mailing out to people instead. Because I think there's just something more tangible and legit about that.
Yeah, there's more value, isn't there?
Yeah, and I don't think social stuff and websites is the same. You just get bombarded with all this stuff all the time.
Yeah.
But actually, somewhere along the line, the legit people are going to come to the surface and do proper legit things.
Yeah.
So I think this,
So we're legit then?
Well, I don't know. It remains to be seen, doesn't it?
Yeah,
but what I'm saying is there's a place for it, isn't there?
Yeah, I think so,
I think if people are finding it interesting...
That's the plan. We're going to do it properly, believe it or not.
All right, well, get on with it.
Well, yeah.
Get out of my office.
Let's get out of his office. He's looking a bit angry now.
He is, isn't he?
I am, yeah.
God, grumpy.
I'm saying it just like, mind my own business. Suddenly coming thrusting copies of Max Power in front of me.
Well, thank you for having us, mate.
Yeah, great.
We'll do a group photo in a minute,
It's been a pleasure.
Thank you.
Should we,
Have you seen my jacket?
where'd you get that from?
The old mate, he's still got a few fingers and a few pies.
He got it from me when he just come in my office on a surprise wearing it.
For those that don't know, this man on camera now
Well
was responsible for clothing Dan through most of Max Power's life.
Yeah, all my HKS jackets.
I didn't realise only that you stole it. See it in the next issue. Where did you get that jacket from?
Well, mate, if it's not nailed down, it's fair game.
Yeah, that's true.
Well, mate.
That is the general rule, right?
Isn't it?
Yeah.
Come on, Millsy, let's leave the line.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Mrs. Andy Barnes.
Let us know when you find all of these. But where's Jackie Dick?
We know where she
It's
is.
true, I just remembered that.
Yeah, she's in my basement,
I was
mate.
voted the best car of Max Power ever, if you recall, and she was voted the best bird ever.
So there's a synergy there.
Yeah, that's right. Why is she not here?
Maybe that should be our next port of call. Should we go and see Jackie Dick?
Jackie, where are you?
Yeah,
We're coming for you.
Yeah. She remembers me, she'll be like, hell no.
Yeah, that's right, yeah.
Cheers, Anne.
Yeah.
Cheers,
Love
Andy.
you, bye.
Bye. Dan, you're going to come out as well,
Alright.
right?
Oh.
You're not staying here. I know you haven't got a house.
Come on, Anne. Well, that's a long one, wasn't it?
He was pretty pleased to see us, wasn't
Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
Uncle Andy, even though he's like 5 years younger than us. I think he was pleased. Do you think we interrupted it? It was.
he? I think he might have been.
Yeah.
Everyone we meet seems to be doing the same
They
thing.
don't know. I mean, I suppose it's a Sunday night. He thought he was alone, having some alone time.
Yeah, sorry wife, I've got to do some work at the
Got to
weekend.
catch up on some emails.
Anyway, who are we going to go and see next?